Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Pass to Sanak. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Well, a guy we're all watching tonight, Chris Sanak. Elite mobility for a guy his size, well-coordinated athlete, and he affects the game at both ends.
Davis. Outside for Kemp. Stoudemire, the screen, releases. Kemp can't hit. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's tough to defend, but that's why you gotta stay up on him.
Here's Davis. Drops in the layup for two.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
First team foul.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Sanak. Smith for three. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And she gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up for her.
First personal foul.
That one is on Stoudemire.
Second team foul.
I love the way that she made herself big inside. Forced the defender to foul.
2 shots.
O'Neal hits them both. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Left side, Davis. Pass to Kemp. And Stoudemire in the corner. Another shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team
And
foul.
with his natural strength, defending Kemp on the interior is always a challenge. All the defense can do there was foul.
And so Kemp nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Rip Hamilton with the rebound. And here's Las Vegas. They trail by 1. And here's Davis for 3. Kemp with the bucket.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Pass to Yesufu. Traps in the tray.
And as we see more of Yusufu, the development of that three-point shot becomes vital for his game.
Now here's Hamilton. From deep. Green with the rebound. Driving to the basket.
Look at that rim protection. He just erased that shot.
Rivers gets a wide open look. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Smith. And Davis sends it back.
Stifling the offense in. The ultimate man-child. Kemp, one of the most flamboyant finishers in our league.
Smith outside. From the baseline. Stoudemire grabs the miss. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rivers can't get it to go. O'Neal outside. Here's Sinak. No good on the three. Here's Stoudemire. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
And that does it for the first quarter. Las Vegas leads by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Las Vegas, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls to Dawkins.
For the away team.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Sinak. Still yet to score. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And whenever you watch Chris Sinak play, you immediately think this guy is the ideal stretch big. He's got great length at just about 7 feet, and he's already a very good shooter. I really like how he rebounds and competes on the glass.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Works that one inside nicely.
Driving inside. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Oh, he's not going to miss that.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Bulls. 7-point differential. And Dawkins pulls it down. Pass to Rivers. Good on the three-point shot. Rivers has got the lead up to 10 now for Las Vegas.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here is Smith. He has 5. O'Neal on the wing. Off target at the rim. Las Vegas leading by 10. Outside Kemp. Pass to Rivers. Again, Las Vegas scores.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
First personal foul.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. 1:56 left in the first half. The drive by Smith. Stuffed.
I mean, what more can you do when it comes to interior defense? That's perfect.
The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A minute 42 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Hamilton. And good coming on the assist by Kemp. And Las Vegas leads by 16. Smith drives in. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Oh, man. He got a step and it was over.
Here's Hamilton. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the basket by Las Vegas. Yesufu gets the bucket. Yesufu's got 5.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Back to Hamilton. And he goes in for the dunk.
Caught the defense sleeping and sets up a wide-open shot.
And here's Smith.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for Las Vegas. Number 5, Baron Davis.
And so it's Las Vegas in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard.
Back on the road, win it. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold a city down. Anyhow, they gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 down. I can talk in any style. Victory is in me.
Hi everyone, welcome to 2K Sports. Should be a fun one here. We have some collegiate players stepping into the fray. Our game tonight featuring Las Vegas as they go up against Miami. Good evening everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Tip-off goes to Las Vegas. Here's Kemp, and he banks in the layup.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenge.
Now here's Westbrook, and finished off by Bagley.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
Here's Kemp, and it's Miami with the rebound. Now McDaniels. Durant in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. And now it's Kemp running. He can go all the way. No good from Hamilton. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Bagley the screen. To the paint. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
3 for Caspi. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And by distance, that corner 3 is the shortest on the court.
Goes up on the high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Davis drives in. It's stolen by Bagley. To the left side wing. Doncic outside. McDaniels outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Right side Bagley. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Las Vegas ball. Now into the lineup for Las Vegas. Number 0, Austin Rivers.
Here's Davis. Hamilton outside. Fires the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Doncic feeling it out. McDaniels left side. Over Hamilton. A shot by McDaniels. No good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Now here's Durant. Pass to McDaniels. Over Hamilton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball plays.
And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Back to Davis. Shoots over Doncic. Las Vegas again missing. Here's Miami now. McDaniels with the ball. Now Hamilton defending. And Baron Davis picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's KD. They get the rebound. KD on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Durant. Goes back up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, for most of his career, Westbrook depended on his mid-range game. Now he rarely shoots from that area.
A nice shot by Rivers.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. All free throws good from Doncic.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Miami leads by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Goes up the baseline, and he knocks down the jumper. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for Miami.
Just so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for 3, or in that case, just rise and fire from mid-range.
Now, Doncic, after Wallace's three-pointer that didn't go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Here's McDaniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Rivers to the inside. Here's Griffith. Nothing on the board. And slam dunk by Kemp.
Yeah, once he gets to the rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosive.
Doncic outside. Over Rivers. Miami no good on that time either. So it's Las Vegas now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Look, when you attack inside, you give yourself a good chance to get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. That one drops. He ties it up.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got 5 now.
And he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Count that one.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Rip Hamilton with the rebound. And here's Las Vegas. They trail by 1. No good from Caspi.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Now Davis following Durant's 3-point attempt. A miss that time would have put him up.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Miami no good on that time either. Pass to Caspi over Westbrook. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Caspi's got his second basket of the game.
Heads-up play with the ball there, getting it in the hands of somebody who's ready to attack.
Screen by McDaniel. On the wing, Doncic. Over Davis. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Las Vegas ahead. Up 1. And we'll return shortly. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Westbrook with it. Pass to Lopez. McDaniels outside. Over Caspi. And the dunk by Lopez.
I mean, how many times have we seen this movie? Lopez sets a solid screen and then moves into scoring position. Beautiful.
Now here's Kemp. Fires for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Miami now. They lead by 1. Pass to Bagley. And stolen by Hamilton.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first.
Shooting for Miami.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Las Vegas calls.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside, Davis. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Outside, Green. Bagley, the screen. And it's Green sliding it down.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Las Vegas, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Lopez a screen. McDaniels. And another basket for Miami.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Clearly a foul.
Las Vegas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to lead points at the line.
Green with the ball. Now Stoudemire defending. Back to Green. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Green draws the double. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shot by McDaniels. No good. Las Vegas trails by 4. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Outside, Green. And it's Bagley in the corner. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Bagley's got 6.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
They set the pick. And Kemp with the slam!
The ultimate man-child. Kemp, one of the most flamboyant finishers in our league.
And Kemp slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here is Davis after Luka Doncic's bucket. Davis with the bucket. He's got 5.
Well, great confidence there from deep. Nice looking 3-ball right there.
Here's Hamilton for the lead. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Well, what determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Takes the 3. Rivers can't get it to go. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Miami leads by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with it. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Las Vegas. A 2-point game. It's Rip Hamilton on the wing. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And this is really what Hamilton does so well. A premier mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Over Hamilton. And it's Doncic missing. It's Rivers on the wing. Pass to Dawkins. Back to Hamilton. To take the lead. And it misses.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
And stolen by Hamilton. Rivers with it. McDaniels picks him up. Now Casper. Bagley brings the double team. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Bagley. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Doncic. Green outside. Raises up. That does not go. Here is Caspi. There's a screen. Puts up the three. Another chance here. And he figures it out with the lay-in.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Several teams changing it up here. .152 left to play here in the fourth. Hamilton left side. For three. Lopez rips down the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He drills the three.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Durant rising up.
But when you need a bucket, he's your man.
In the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's stolen by Randall. Lopez. Randall outside. Outside Westbrook. Shoots. Got it to go.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
To take the lead.
When your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
And Kemp, here we go. It's stolen by Randall. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Durant. Oh, the dunk.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
at the line for the
And
opening.
there's just so many things Durant does well. If they all fire together, he can be a special player in this league. He's showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Las Vegas calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Davis fires. And he can't stop the run as that misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds.
Julius Randle. 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Let's lose a 3. Thompson. And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance lane, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
You in the basement, but your brother was a good substitute for you. And if you love me, but you never let me go. When the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Without ever letting you know. Caught up in my tea. Tastes like money when I speak. And I missed you in the basement. Bodies on the pavement. And if you love me, but you never let me go. And the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Without ever letting you know. Caught up in my tea. Caught up in my tea. Tastes like money when I speak. Caught up in my tea. And I missed you in the basement. Yeah, caught up in my tea. Bodies on the pavement. And if you love me, but you never let me go. And the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you on. Without ever letting you know.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally,
someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare, intangible.